हेलो एंड वेलकम गाइस टू अपग्रेड। आज के वीडियो में यहाँ डिस्कस करेंगे यूपी मेट्रो रेल कॉरपोरेशन दैट इज़ यूपीएमआरसी की तरफ से आज जूनियर इंजीनियर इलेक्ट्रिकल का एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट कराया गया दैट इज़ ऑन 11 मई 2024 डे इज सैटरडे टुडे एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पर पूछे गए थे 140 क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए थे, ईच ऑफ क्वेश्चंस बीइंग ऑफ 3 मार्क्स ईच। नेगेटिव मार्किंग की बात करें तो यहाँ 1/3 की नेगेटिव मार्किंग थी। यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आज अभी डिस्कस करेंगे, तो बने रहिएगा वीडियो में लास्ट तक। अगर आपने आज ये एग्जामिनेशन दिया है तो ज़रूर ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल होगा, अगर नहीं भी दिया है तो हो सकता है आगे आने वाले एग्जामिनेशन के लिए ये ज़रूर वीडियो आपके लिए हेल्पफुल होगा। यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करने की पूरी कोशिश की जाएगी। अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस मुझसे छूट जाता है या आपको याद आता है तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर कमेंट कर सकते हैं और करेक्ट कर सकते हैं। वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर आप इस चैनल पर पहली बार विजिट कर रहे हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिएगा, इस वीडियो को सबसे पहले लाइक ज़रूर करिए। बिना किसी देरी के आज का वीडियो शुरू करते हैं। तो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन यहाँ पूछा गया है, स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी कैन बी मेजर्ड बाय। द स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी कैन बी मेजर्ड बाय ऑप्शंस दिए गए थे हाइड्रोमीटर, कैलोरीमीटर, बैरोमीटर एंड पीएच मीटर। So the correct answer is option A, that is hydrometer. Using hydrometer, specific gravity can be measured. Next question is the question related to the factor cost. यहाँ कुछ फॉर्मूला पूछा गया था कि फैक्टर कॉस्ट का फॉर्मूला क्या है, तो ये क्वेश्चन था। Next question is which of the following statement is true? Your first statement is electric drive is simple, clean and reliable, and second, electric drive is costlier in initial as well as at maintenance cost. So the electric drive is, first statement is true, that is electric drive is simple, clean and reliable, but electric drive is costlier in initial as well as at maintenance cost. No, electric drive has less maintenance cost, so I think this statement is false. So according to the option, only the option 1 is true. So correct option is option A. Next is which of the following is true? Again a true or false statement based question. First statement is the feedback system, the controlled variables follows the desirable variables. Yes, it is true. In the feedback, since it is a feedback system, the control variables will always follow the desirable variable. Next is the feedback control allows the accurate control of the output. Yes, this statement is also true. That is, when we give a feedback and it controls, then it will give an accurate value of the output. So both the statements are true. So moving on to the next question, आगे बढ़ते हैं। next question पूछा गया है which is not the property of soft magnetic material. सॉफ्ट मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल की इनमें से कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है? ऑप्शंस यहाँ पर है हाई कोरेसिविटी, सेकंड इज मेकिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट, थर्ड इज नैरो हिस्टेरेसिस लूप एंड फोर्थ इज इजीली गेट मैग्नेटाइज्ड। द सॉफ्ट मैग्नेटिक मटेरियल हैज लो कोरेसिविटी, that is the false property is option A. Since the soft magnetic materials, it is also used for making the electromagnets and it has low hysteresis or narrow hysteresis loop. This is also true, and it is also get magnetized. Since these are soft magnetic material, it will get magnetized too, but it will have low corrosivity. The false option is option A. False option is option A. Next question asked is, in a power transformer, the magnetic flux density B is 1.25 Weber per meter square. The hysteresis loss in magnetic material is proportional to. Since we know that the power hysteresis power loss is directly proportional to magnetic flux density to the power 1.6, and since here magnetic flux density given B is equals to 1.25, so the power hysteresis power loss will be directly proportional to 1.25 to the power 1.6. So the correct option is option C. Next question is what is the unit of luminous intensity? Next question यहाँ पर पूछा गया, complete the series. The series given is 36, 57, 82, 111, 144. So इस सीरीज़ में हम सबसे पहले यहाँ पर अगर हम सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे, डिफरेंस देखेंगे तो 36 और 57 के बीच में डिफरेंस 21 का है, 82 एंड 57 के बीच में डिफरेंस 25 का है। नेक्स्ट 111 एंड 82 के बीच में डिफरेंस यहाँ पर 29 का है। नेक्स्ट 144 एंड 111 के बीच में यहाँ पर डिफरेंस यहाँ पर 33 का है। अगर यहाँ पर फिर देखें हम सेकेंड स्टेप में तो यहाँ पर डिफरेंस सब 4 का आ रहा है। तो सिमिलरली यहाँ पर भी 4 का डिफरेंस लेंगे 30, जैसे यहाँ पर 21 प्लस 4 25, 25 प्लस 4 29, अगेन 29 प्लस 4 33, 33 प्लस 4 it will give 37. Then 144 plus 37 we will get as 181. So the term next in the series will be 181. So the correct answer is 181. Next question is, which magnetic material gets weakly magnetized when placed in an external field? Options are ferromagnetic material, antimagnetic material, diamagnetic material and paramagnetic material. So weakly magnetized होते हैं diamagnetic materials. So the correct answer is option C. These are the substances, the diamagnetic material, the substances which are weakly magnetized. When they are kept in an external magnetic field, it is diamagnetic substances or materials. Next question is, the numerical was asked, that is, the number of turns given is 100 turns, reluctance given is 100 multiplied 10 to the power 6 ampere turns per Weber. We have to find the inductance L. Using the formula, as we all know, L is equals to N square by S. Given are both the value, number of turns is 100, so 100 square divided by reluctance is 100 multiplied by 10 to the power 6, we will get as 1 divided by 10 to the power 4, that is L is equals to 0.1 millihenry. Correct answer is 0.1 millihenry. Next is statement related question, true or false, that is the open circuit and the short circuit test of a transformer based statement question was asked, in which we have to find the true statement. So this was the question. Next is, if the ns is the synchronous speed, p is the number of poles, then we have to find the formula for the frequency. As we all know, the formula is ns is equals to 120 f by p. Here we have to find the formula for the frequency. F is equals to will be ns multiplied by number of poles divided by 120. Correct option is F is equals to ns p by 120. The correct option is F is equals to ns p by 120. Correct option is option C. Next question is, which heating is most suitable for sterilization of bandages, sterile and instruments? Options are arc heating, dielectric heating, induction heating and direct resistance heating. So the correct answer is the dielectric heating method is mostly used for the sterilizations of bandages and etc. things. Next question is a numerical. We have to calculate the C equivalent, that is capacitance equivalent. Here C1 and C2 values are given. Both the capacitors are connected in series. So to find the C equivalent, so 1 by C equivalent will be given as 1 by 40 microfarad plus 1 by 160 microfarad. So taking the LCM as 160, we will get 4 plus 1, that is C equivalent will be calculated at 160 divided by 5, as C equivalent is equals to 32 microfarad. Correct answer is 32 microfarads. Next question is, the numerical based on low pass filter was asked. So anyone could remember the question can comment down in the comment section. Next, moving on to the next question. If current gets doubles, what will be the energy stored in an inductor? So as we all know, E is equals to half Li square. The question is asking in this context formula. So here, if remaining the other terms being constant, so here the current is getting doubled. So let us assume that I1 is 2 ampere. Now the current is being getting doubled. So when current was I1, so energy stored in an inductor was 4 joule, since E is directly proportional to current square. Now the current is now doubled. The 2 ampere current gets doubled to 4 ampere. Now the E will becomes as 16 joule. Since E is directly proportional to the current square, here the energy value becomes 4 times. So the correct option is option C, that is it increases to 4 times. Option C is the correct option. Moving on to the next question. It is the question related to the digital electronics. Gate question is, the inputs given AB is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. The output here is Y. As we can see, we have to identify the gate. So the gate here is, it is the NAND gate, NAND. Here the truth table is given of the NAND gate. Next question is, the principal amount given is 1200 at a rate of 12%, we have to calculate the time in years. Since the money has increased to rupees 2460. So here in this, so first of all we will calculate how much simple interest we got. The interest we got is 2460 minus 1200. We will get the simple interest as rupees 1260. So using the formula of simple interest, SI is equals to P into R into T divided by 100. So we have to calculate here the time. So other terms were given. So T is equals to simple interest multiplied by 100 divided by P into R. Simple interest is 1260 multiplied by 100 divided by principal amount, here is 1200. Rate is 12%. So on calculating it, we will get time as 8.75 years. Correct answer is 8.75 years. Moving on to the next question, the Boolean expression of two inputs A and B NOR gate is. So if inputs are A and B, so according to NOR gate, what will be the Boolean expression? For OR gate, as we all know that for OR gate, A plus B is the Boolean expression, and for NOT it is the bar. That whatever the inputs are, we will give a bar symbol. So when we combine OR and NOT, we will get NOR gate. So for this, for the both the inputs, we will get A plus B whole bar. Correct option is option D. Next question is, bandwidth here given was 0 to 20 megahertz. We have to find the rise time of a CRO. As we all know, the formula is bandwidth multiplied by rise time is equals to 0.35. So we have to calculate here the rise time. So we will get 0.35 divided by bandwidth is 20 megahertz 10 to the power 6. On calculating, we will get, so to calculate the fastest rise time, on calculating it, we will get rise time as 17.5 nanoseconds as the fastest rise time. So the fastest rise time is 17.5 nanoseconds. Next question was asked is, find the susceptance of Z, that is the impedance is given as 2 minus J4. So to calculate the susceptance, there is a formula. Susceptance, that is B, is given as x divided by r square plus x square. Here x is 4, that is minus 4 divided by r is 2, that is 2 square plus minus 4 square, that is, on calculating we will get as 2 to the 4 plus 4 4 is 16, and we will get as 1 by 5, 0.20. So the value of susceptance is here as B value is 0.20. Next question is, the vegetation found in the coastal region strip of Ganga Delta is. So here which kind of vegetation is found in the Ganga Delta region? Options were montane, tropical evergreen type, tidal type vegetation is found, or the scrubs or the thorny type of vegetation. The English portion, the antonym of courage was asked, a statement was given, and a word courage was mentioned in the statement. So we have to tell the antonym of the word courage. So this was the question. Next is we have to tell the appropriate meaning of the given sentence. There is no garden without weeds. What this sentence means? So actually this sentence means there is nothing perfect in the world. Everything or every person is imperfect with some of the impurities. So this is the meaning of this word sentence. So moving on to the next question, like this 2-3 questions were at least 3-4 question was there to tell the meaning of the sentence, what is the sentence is trying to express its meaning. So accordingly, the next question is also to express what is the meaning of this question, the too many irons in the fire. So this was also to tell the correct expression meaning of the question. Next is moving to the reasoning portion. We have to find the odd one So in this question the odd one is option A, that is KGD is the odd one. So moving on to the next question, we have to find the decimal of the hexadecimal number 412. To calculate this, so here 412 is the hexadecimal. So to calculate, to convert into the decimal form, we will write as 2 multiplied by 16 to the power 0 plus 16 to the power 1 multiplied by 1, 16 to the power 2 multiplied by 4. On calculating it, we will get 1024 plus 16 plus 2. So in calculating, we will get 1042 as the decimal number. Correct answer is 1042 is the decimal number of 412 of hexadecimal number. Next question is, measured value is here given as 220.2 and the true value is 220. We have to find the static error. The formula for the static error is measured value minus the true value gives the static error. So here the measured value is 220.2 minus the true value is 220. So the static error is 0.2. Correct answer is the static error is 0.2. Next question is, the moving coil voltmeter has uniform scale of 200 divisions and the full scale reading of 200 volt. What is the resolution of voltmeter if 1/5 of the scale divisions can be estimated accurately? So for this, to calculate the one scale division, firstly, that is 200 volt divided by 200 divisions, it will give 1 volt. Now the resolution, to calculate the resolution, which is here the question is giving is 1/5 of the scale division. So 1/5 of the scale division, the scale division here is 1, so it will be 0.2 volt. So here the resolution of the voltmeter will be 0.2 volt. Correct answer is 0.2. Moving on to the next question. What is the generated EMF of a DC generator whose terminal voltage given here is 200 volt, armature current given is 200 ampere with an armature resistance of 0.1 ohm? So firstly we will write down the DC generator EMF formula. So generated EMF EJ is equals to V plus IA multiplied by RA. So here the given, we have to calculate the value of generated EMF. Voltage given here is terminal voltage as 200, armature current as 200, armature resistance at 0.1. So on adding this, we will get as 220 volt as the generated voltage EG of a DC generator. Correct answer is 220 volt. Moving on to the next question. The temperature at which the ferromagnetic material is converted into the paramagnetic material. The temperature is known as the Curie temperature. Curie temperature is the temperature at which the ferromagnetic material gets converted into paramagnetic materials. Next question is related to the measuring instrument, the PMMC type instrument, that is the controlling torque is given here value is 45 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6 Newton meter at theta angle of 90 degree. We have to calculate the controlling torque TC at 120 degree. So as we all know the formula, the TC is directly proportional to the theta value, directly proportional it is. So here using the same, that is the controlling torque given as 45 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6 is equals to 90 degree. Now at 120 degree we have to calculate the TC. So to calculate the TC, 45 multiplied by 120 divided by 10 to the power 6 multiplied by 90. So here we will get as 60 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 6 Newton meter. Moving on to the next question. In a PN junction, once the applied voltage exceeds the dash voltage, the current starts increasing rapidly. So what is the voltage, what is that voltage called when which is applied the current gets increasing rapidly? So the applied voltage when it exceeds the knee voltage, that is the knee cut-in voltage, or we also called it as a knee voltage. When it exceeds, the current gets increasing rapidly. So the correct answer is knee voltage. Next question is, the maximum reverse voltage that can be applied to a PN junction without causing any damage to the junction is called as. The options were pinch voltage, knee voltage, peak inverse voltage, or peak reverse voltage. So the maximum reverse voltage that can be applied to any PN junction is, it is the peak inverse voltage. Peak inverse voltage is the maximum voltage that can be applied to any PN junction without causing any damage to the junction. Correct option is option C. Moving on to the next question. The flux produced by an exciting current I of a power transformer depends on. So this was the question. Next question is a question related to the article. So dash USA something statement was written, full statement. So I don't remember the full statement. The question was to write the article before the country USA. So the article will be the USA. So this was the question. Next is the common collector arrangement, whose expression gives the current amplification factor in terms of change in the emitter current, change in the collector current, and change in the base current. So in terms of common collector arrangement, the amplification factor can be written as the emitter current divided by the base current. So the correct option is option B. So in the terms of amplification factor for the common collector, we will get the ratio as the change in the emitter current divided by change in the base current. Next question is, who is the first Indian woman to win the International Cricket Council, that is ICC's, the Player of the Month award? Who is the first Indian woman? So she is the Harmanpreet Kaur. Harmanpreet Kaur. She won the ICC's International Cricket Council's Player of the Month award in the first Indian women's category. Next is an electric bulb of voltage 200 volt, power 400 watt. If operating at 400 volt, calculate the power. So here the voltage is 200 volt and power is 400 watt. Firstly, let's calculate the resistance value using the formula P is equals to V square by R. The resistance of the bulb is here 200 multiplied by 200 divided by 400. We will get as 100 ohms as the resistance. Now it is operating at 400 volt, what power will it consume? So using this again formula P, you have to calculate the power P again. Here the voltage here given is 400, but the resistance being remain the same as 100, we will get 400 multiplied by 4 as 1600 watt. So the electric bulb will now consume as work on power at 1600 watt. Next question is, find the power factor if XL is greater than XC. Here the circuit is this. We have to calculate the power factor based on this. Moving on to the next question. In a 4-pole DC wave generator, how many parallel paths are there? Since here the generator is wave wound, so the parallel paths A will be 2. Correct answer is A is equals to 2. Next is, the energy band gap between the valence band and the conduction band of an insulator is. The energy band gap for the insulator is, it is always more than 5 electron volt. So the correct answer was, the energy band gap between the valence band and the conduction band for an insulator is always more than 5 electron volt. Moving on to the next question. DC milliammeter has internal resistance of 50 ohm and the full scale deflection of 1 milliampere. Range is to 0 to 10 milliampere. Find the multiplying factor. So using the formula RSH is equals to RM M minus 1, we will calculate easily the multiplying factor. So let's move on to the next question. When small amount of dash impurity is added to pure semiconductor, it will become p-type semiconductor. Pure semiconductor gets changed into a extrinsic, that is impurity based semiconductor. So a small amount of trivalent impurity, either boron, indium, gallium or aluminium, is added to the pure semiconductor. That semiconductor will become the p-type semiconductor. So according to the option gallium, if gallium is added, the pure semiconductor will become into p semiconductor. Correct answer is option A. Moving on to the next question. In transistor, the high input and high output impedance is of. So the high input impedance in a transistor is of the common collector configuration, and if we talk about the high output impedance, so in a transistor high output impedance is of common base configuration. So the correct answer is, for in a transistor high input impedance is of common collector and high output impedance is of the common base. Next question is, a lead acid battery works at 1.5 ampere for 2 hours before its terminal voltage drops to 1.8 volt. Find the capacity. Next question is, property of a diamagnetic material. So question was asked, what are the properties of diamagnetic material, which is based on the question was actually related to the asking about the relative permeability of a diamagnetic material. So the relative permeability of a diamagnetic material is less than 1. Correct answer is, the relative permeability of a diamagnetic material is less than 1. So this was the question. Moving on to the next question. How are the primary and secondary winding of two winding transformers linked? So the primary and secondary winding of two winding transformers are linked each other by inductively. So the primary and secondary winding of two winding transformer are linked together by inductively. Next is the English question. The chair dash me is occupied by a senior employee. The chair besides me is occupied by a senior employee. So this was the question from English. Next is from the mathematical portion, that is the quantitative aptitude. Let us discuss some of the questions. The question was asked related to the discount, the chapter discount. Time and work question was also asked. Mixture and alligation HCF question. The mensuration questions was asked. The first question was asked related to the right angle triangle. Next is the volume of the cone, also you have to calculate. Next was the question given was the length, height and the diagonal. Then in that we have to calculate the breadth. So this was the question. Moving on to the next question. The Boolean expression a plus a bar gives always 1. Since let us assume if a's value is 0, then a bar will be always 1. Then 0 plus 1 will always give 1. So now again let us assume a to be 1. A bar will be 0. So 1 plus 0 we will get again 1. So whether a is 1 or 0, the answer will always be 1. Correct option is option D. Y is equals to a bar plus b multiplied by a plus b. So we have to simplify this question, this Boolean expression. So anyone who could simplify the complete process can comment down in the comment section. I'm just moving towards the next question. So question is related to the control system. Here x2 is, we have to tell the what is x2. So this was something the question. Find the full form. What is the full form of MSCP? The full form of MSCP is mean spherical candle power. So the correct answer is mean spherical candle power is the full form of MSCP. So moving on to the next question. According to the De Morgan's theorem, A dot B ka whole bar is equals to. So according to the De Morgan's second theorem, we will get A bar plus B bar. So according to De Morgan's theorem, A bar plus B bar is the expression for A dot B ka whole bar. Next question is, The question was asked related to the seating arrangement. So 3-4 questions was there, approximately I think 4 questions was there. Simple question was there. It was easy. Sitting arrangement question was easy questions, so 4 question was this. Next is a question related to the counter. A 4-bit up or down counter is also known as, so the 4-bit up or down counter is also known as the mod 16 counter. So the correct option is option C. Moving on to the next question. So next question is related to the DC machines. In a DC shunt motor, the given values are the terminal voltage as 210 volt, ampere, armature current as 100 ampere, number of speed, the speed is 1000 rpm, and armature resistance is 0.1 ohm. We have to calculate the torque. So the formula for the torque is EB IA divided by omega. So we can again simplify it as EB IA divided by 2 pi n, that is n is the speed, by 60. So 60 will goes up. So here the different terms are given, but here EB is not mentioned. So we will calculate firstly the EB using the formula V is equals to EB plus IRA. So we will firstly calculate the value of EB. Here the terminal voltage is 210 minus armature current is 100, armature resistance is 0.1. So using this we will calculate EB as 200 volt. Now the torque of a DC shunt motor is T is equals to EB. Here EB is 200, IA is 100, again 2 pi, the speed is 1000 rpm and multiplied by 60. So we will get, as on calculating torque, we will get 6 multiplied by 100 divided by pi, we will get 600 pi Newton meter. So the correct answer is here the torque will be 600 divided by pi Newton meter. Next question is, which of the following synchronous motor statement is false? Again, so statement based question is there. First statement is, the synchronous motor behaves as a capacitor in unexcited condition. No, it is false statement. The synchronous motor doesn't behave as a capacitor in underexcited or unexcited condition. Next statement is, its range of working is from leading to the lagging. Yes, it is true. It works on all range of power factor, leading, unity and lagging power factor. Next is, the synchronous motor is non-self-starting. Yes, this statement is also true. And it runs at a one speed. That one speed means the synchronous speed. Yes, this statement is also true. So the only false statement is option A, that is the synchronous motor works as a capacitor in the case of unexcited or underexcited condition. So the correct option is option A. Moving on to the next question. The magnetic material do atoms have no magnetic moment and susceptibility is small and negative. So the magnetic material which has the no magnetic moment and susceptibility is very small and negative, it is the diamagnetic material. The diamagnetic material has susceptibility very small and negative, and it has no or zero magnetic moment. Next is torque and armature current graph given is, here is the, we have to identify the graph is related to which motor. So this graph is a straight line passing through the origin, and the graph shows of a shunt motor. So the correct answer is, it is of a DC shunt motor. Correct option is option A. Next question is, which AC bridge is preferred for the measurement of relative permeability? The options are Maxwell bridge, Anderson bridge, Shearing bridge and Owens bridge. So the AC bridge which is preferred for measurement of the relative permeability is the Shearing bridge. Correct option is option C. Moving on to the next question. A DC motor develops the back EMF, here is 180 volt when connected to 200 volt supply. What is the current drawn for the supply for the armature resistance of 0.5 ohm? So the DC motor, here it is given. So let's write down the formula. Here is V plus EB plus IA. here let's write down the formula for the DC motor. V is equals to EB plus IARA. Volt terminal voltage is 200 minus back EMF is 180 divided by the armature resistance is 0.5 ohm. We will get the value of the current I. So I is equals to 20 divided by 0.5. You will get as 40 amperes. So correct answer is 40 amperes. Moving on to the next question. 1 microampere gives a full scale deflection. Calculate its sensitivity. The formula for the sensitivity is given as the ratio of ohms per volt, that is the inversely proportional to the current or full scale deflection. So here the current at full scale deflection given is 1 microampere, that is 10 to the power minus 6. The sensitivity here is hence as 10 to the power 6 ohms per volt. Correct answer is 10 to the power 6 ohms per volt. Moving on to the next question. How many wattmeters are required to measure 3-phase 4-wire balanced star load? So the number of wattmeters required is 3 wattmeters for a 3-phase 4-wire balanced star load. Minimum 3 wattmeters are required to measure this load. Next is the overall transfer function of a negative feedback system whose forward path transfer function is G of S and the feedback transfer function is H of S. The slip for the 3-phase induction motor at standstill is, so when the motor is standing, that is it is in the standstill condition, so the speed will be 0, the slip will be maximum. So here the slip will becomes 100%. So slip will be 100% in the case when the 3-phase induction motor is in standstill condition. Now next question is the power absorbed by 2-terminal element is. So here the 2-terminal black box element is given. So here the power absorbed will be P is equals to 25 watt. Next question is to find the transfer function of RC circuit. So this was the question. Moving on to the next question. The question was related to the power factor condition, the leading power factor condition of a transformer. So speed of a DC series motor is controlled by the diverter across its field winding. Now without the diverter the speed is 1000 rpm. Now when the resistance of the diverter is equal to the resistance of the field winding. So this was the question. If anyone could solve this question, knows the correct answer, can comment down in the comment section. So moving on to the next question. So who was the viceroy during the partition of Bengal in 1905? So viceroy was Lord Curzon. Lord Curzon was the viceroy during the partition of Bengal in 1905. Next question is, according to the census 2011, which state has the lowest literacy rate? So the lowest literacy rate was of Bihar according to census 2011. Next is, name the private college founded in Lahore under aegis of Arya Samaj. So the college was the Anglo-Vedic College, Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College. It was founded in Lahore under the aegis of Arya Samaj. Next is, the question is 5631748. This was the number. We have to arrange in an ascending order from the left to the right, then add the second letter from both the sides. So the question is saying, firstly we will arrange from ascending. Firstly we will arrange this from smaller to bigger number. So smaller is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we will have the second thing is then add the second letter from both the sides. The second letter is 3 from left side and from the right side it is 7. Now we have to add 3 plus 7, it is 10. So the correct answer is 10. So this was the question. Next is, the question asked was related to the statement based on vertical amplifier of a CRO. So this was the question asked. Again a question was based on the self-help group. Self-help group question was there, that is who helps the self-help group. So I think this question was asked. Anyone could remember the correct answer, the correct question statement, can comment down in the comment section so that it can be helpful for the other students. So these are the maximum memory based question which I have discussed for the today's exam for the UPMRC for the post of junior engineer in the trade electrical. If you find this video helpful, do like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. And if you have any query to any question, if you remember any question, the correct statement, the correct answer for any of the above question, okay, you can comment down in the comment section. अगर आपने आज का ये एग्जामिनेशन अटेम्प्ट किया है तो आप अपना अटेम्प्ट ज़रूर शेयर करिएगा, आपने कितने क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट किए हैं. सो आज के वीडियो में इतना ही. ऐसे ही जॉब रिलेटेड अपडेट्स के लिए सब्सक्राइब कर हमारे चैनल को. विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. टिल देन टेक केयर एंड बाय.